when you try to play those typical front-to-back team fights, those two champions work very well together, and they don't need that much peel from their front line.
I just think the range advantage that Azir and Sinnoh are going to have over Kalista, for me, this is a really difficult game for Perkz to play unless he gets snowballed super far ahead. Again, G2 are on a timer, and we've seen them be very successful with these style of compositions, but they need to hit hard.
Here we are on to the Rift. Gonna have to see what pace of game we're playing. Already expectations that G2
He's playing with an Azir who usually needs a lot of farm. Humanoid should be able to sidestep that. They're
forward, extra movement speed.
You gotta watch the chains.
Have to walk away. One more auto. Cap's just gonna finish that off. First blood going over to Jankos. Very classic level 2 set gank coming in.
And excuse me, no chains that are available. About Taric, especially into Nautilus. Like Rakan, like Nautilus, when they just kind of go in a straight line at you, Taric can counter them in lane because it's very easy to set up the stun like there, which is exactly how Kaiser traded on Mickey, and always something to watch for and practice in your solo queue games.
Of course, now Dragon is going to fall down.
Now, they're basically saying, if you come anywhere near my line, you are going to die.
Oh no, they brought Mickey too!
The humanoid dies meme was last split. You can't bring it back this split. It's outdated. Oh, it's not outdated. Oh no, humanoid. Not like this. Perkz now on the chase down, flashing through, waiting to pull the spears out. One more. Boom. Gets him on the fadeaway. That's just brutal.
So the plan, I thought, was that...
on Caps' side of the lane, and that is how he's effectively creating that freeze and ruining Humanoid's life.
Really good wave management coming out from Caps, but now Madla answer back. They brought 4 in mid.
It's going to be tough for them to follow up any further, though, but I like that there's a bit of aggression coming out. Very difficult early game for Mad so far. 2K now in the favor of G2, and they're ready for a brawl here in the mid lane. Shen pushed under the tower. Wunder can move first. Mad Lions, what is the play here? Everyone has abandoned the bottom lane. Herald seems to be the focus. The Hex Flash over the wall. They will catch out Kaiser. Now the GP ult is coming in. Kaiser trying to find the disengage. Is going to get pulled back, though. Arome now in the midst of the fight has locked up a Perkz. Perkz pulling back, though, with the ultimate. Now going to throw back in and lock Humanoid out. In the meantime, G2 getting a kill. Mad Lions walking away empty-handed. Another hook comes out just in time to take down Arome, and G2 are demolishing Mad.
That is absolute disaster. Look at that gold lead at only 9 minutes in the game on a composition that needed, like, if it got ahead, it was going to be so strong.
Okay, I get it. That makes sense. But then they're kind of setting up for the Rift Herald, and they're saying, okay, maybe we can sneak this one away before G2 can respond. But they don't have the items to force this fight. They're behind in gold, they're behind in experience, and by being in that position, they just gave G2 the opportunity to force.
Normally we'd get to talk about, hey, Mad Lions at base more recently, maybe they have a bit more in their pockets in terms of items, but sadly they're just so far behind. There's not a lot of options, and Kaiser gonna have to run for the hills, waiting for now on the ultimate, is gonna get pulled back here. Aftershock still proc. Doesn't look like he wants to use it at this stage. Pullback is there, and he will drop in the end. Another one going down for Mad.
A clean pick coming out from G2. They set up good vision around the bot side of the map, and Kaiser, he wasn't even overextended, the poor boy.
They knew they were there.
He was just trying to get a bit of vision in his own half of the jungle, but now, ultimate from Humanoid.
Scooped back. The E will not connect. Big ulti coming in. Caps with the sidestep, though, will walk away, and that has to hurt.
I mean, I'll compliment Caps on surviving that, but that was way too aggressive to try to walk that direction to the lane phase, and he was rightfully punished for it. There's the Herald that we were talking about earlier, and Hecarim is looking for a deep flank here, so perhaps they catch Perkz out. Here comes Shen.
Gonna get dunked back down. Now the TP's coming in. Jankos is gonna be able to buy so much time. Arome now has to run for his life. They're instead gonna try to turn on Mickey. Mickey can spider not his way out. He's waiting. The delayed route will connect there, and now another TP coming in on top of the GPL. But Mad Lions, they're here, but there's nothing for them to grab. That was a safety TP coming in. 6K double dragons, and the fact that your top laner alone is 2K ahead of the competition is, it's not a done deal, but G2 keeps snowballing like this. Mad are not going to get a chance to stay out. They're not going to get a chance to play the composition the way they intended to. Arome just barely out of the range of the hook, has to wait on the Spirit's Refuge to block as much damage as he can, now trying to dash to safety, knowing that Jankos will spell his death. Arome now making it out, but Shadow, Torgal now mounted to him, is going to go right in onto Wunder, trying to get some damage down, but they just don't have the stats. The Hecarim is so weak, he does no damage.
Also really well turret aggro management there from G2. I think they fumbled the initial dive execution, but were able to fix it with the Kalista ult.
Re-engage the base breaker, now going to pull in. Jankos trying to fish for the ult, wants to throw someone back into the team, but won't find the opportunity, so instead G2 will just be happy to take the top lane tower, and the gold lead will continue to extend power after what was a lackluster regular season.
I will say that G2 are still just doing an exceptional job punishing Mad's mistakes. while this is a good performance from G2, I do think that Mad, especially in this best of 5, if they lose this game, if they're unable to turn around, this is something very easy where you get a bit of a lull state between timers. This second Herald, very important still for G2, because again, they're in their window of power. We expect them to be the team that has agency and tempo right now, and getting the second Herald is super important to crack mid lane tower, especially against Azir. Like, Mad aren't dead yet, but they have fewer chances right now, and G2 are kind of approaching this moment where they're ready to pull the trigger, and if they execute on it, they can close this game before Mad get a chance to fight back.
Just slowly but surely systematically denying so much of the vision, now breaking the tier 1 as well, moving on to the tier 2, and the map just continues to get smaller and smaller for Mad Lions. Opportunities getting less and less, room to play getting less and less. Where's the Hecarim even going to farm? Where's Humanoid even going to go? Caps jumping into his base to hunt him down before
they want. So now we're at 9k as we're about to approach the 20-minute mark. I would say that if Mad Lions come back from this, that is one of the most impressive comebacks I've ever seen.
And obviously the issue that we've been waiting on is the potential for G2 to also play around a pressure point of Baron. Not necessarily to secure it, although I think that they are a bit more reliant on it because they are against an Azir.
Can we go to the pit full screen just for a second here? Because Caps just, by the way, while we're talking, just in the little picture on the corner of your screen, just got a flash out from Arome. Never mind, we have to fight in 2 places at the same time. It is a G2 game, why not? Targon now coming in, Suplex dunking down, but the damage is going to connect, however, not nearly enough. Haymaker coming in, Arome now in the midst of the entire team. Perkz throwing Mickey back to the front line, but not going to get a lot. Fighting in the funnel here, actually very good for this Azir, but he can't really get in a comfortable position to auto. Caps to the backside, doesn't have the damage to finish the job. The delayed snare, now the Hecarim moving in. Wonder has to run for the hill. Shadow wants to turn it against Perkz. He looks to Wonder. This is so much gold for the Hecarim. Oh my god, 3 shutdowns for the Hecarim. This is nightmare status for G2. I didn't know how Mad we're going to find a way back in, but that is a damn good start.
And just as you said it, Dracos, the sheer amount of gold that Shadow just picked up there.
By Ocean Soul for G2. Would feel like game over even after everything that went so well for Mad in the previous fight. That said, G2 now painfully aware of what they have to throw away after the previous fight. Arome, no flash after Caps' play previously in the side lane. Shadow on the backside, ulting over the wall, but not immediately hitting someone. Perkz is going to get dunked down, though. Clean coordination coming in from Mad Lions. Janko's trying to buy a bit more space for Wonder and Caps. What can they get done? Mickey in the midst of everything, but no, the GP and the little Blanc just running down Mad Lions. Shadow wants to get something back. Janko's with the pullback, and it's 3 members still standing for G2. Are you kidding me?
And this was a fight that initially looked promising for Mad after they one-shot everything in that fight, soaking up so much damage. Mad didn't have the damage to match, and now G2 will secure themselves an Ocean Soul.
I also think that it would fight into this Azir and this Senna at this point, whereas a Gangplank ultimate and LeBlanc will just delete people.
And now Arome's running once again. They really want to punish this man for not having a flash for the second fight in a row. Redemption now coming in, though, trying to focus their damage onto Wonder. Big ult coming in from the Senna, going to do a good amount back, but now Wonder running for the hill. Shadow going to be in trouble. Shen coming back in with the ultimate. Shadow too little, too late on the Tarok ultimate. The rest of the team now collapsing. Carzzy does not have a lot of damage, however. Humanoid trying to throw down as much as he can off to the side, but Caps too mobile. Remember, 19 stacks on the Medjay. Potentially more on the back of that last play, but Perkz sticking around for too long. Currently outranged. Mickey in the midst of everything. Caps waiting for the double distortion in. Doesn't have the cooldown quite yet. Will get snared on the backside, but they're just chasing them down. Slowly but surely, G2 are pulling ahead in the fight. The Ocean Soul healing them so much across this exchange. Can't hit a target quite yet, but can't hit a hook. Caps jumping in. Kaiser certainly next on the list. Carzzy going to follow. There is nothing left to be done. G2 are dissecting Mad Lions.
I feel like this is the book versus the horse right now. That is 25 stacks on the Medjay. Caps is doing a ton of damage on this LeBlanc, playing out these fights in extended iterations really beautifully. Shadow, however, got another shutdown off of the Gangplank. So I think all 5 of his kills have all been shut down gold.
Yeah, I mean, it's true, but he's still only level 12. Even Perkz is a higher level than him right now. They're going to secure that bot inhibitor, and that's advantage in this fight.
And Kaiser tries to body block the hook, tries to put himself in a position to sacrifice his life for Carzzy, but it will not work. And now G2 are just hunting. Humanoid running for the hills. The GP, oh god, there's no escape. Yanko suplexes him over the wall, dunks him down, and this feels like it's going to be it for Matt.
LeBlanc and very powerful Gangplank.
Yeah, and they're 10k up. I mean, then they got Ocean Soul. They're just too strong, right? But the thing I want to talk about is that when we jumped into this series, Vedius, you brought up what the previous series looked like, the previous playoff series, where it was fighter.
I mean, it seemed to me that Mad came into this game with a clear plan. They knew the Kalista would be locked in. They had a dive comp in mind. Ooh, as we see an engage on the Wonder.
Hold back, does have the Hourglass, buys himself a bit more time. Stopwatch. Rather's Wonder is now going to get one shot. They're fighting in a funnel once again. Perfect setup for Humanoid. He's going to do a good amount of damage back onto Jankos. Jankos will get shredded down. Not nearly enough of a shield from the Grit. Carzzy now on the chase, slowing him down slowly but surely, trying to finish this one off. Perks with the pullback. Will they look for the re-engage? You can tell that they're debating, but the minions are already pushing into the base. The more time. Oh my god, the damage from Cap. 25 stack Magi's. He's just playing with his food, leaping in, leaping out. All too easy as Perks just continues to run. Humanoid trying to slide and glide his way in, but the double kill now for Perks. Looking for a triple, a perfect hook for Mickey, and they're just making a montage right on the corpses of Mad Lions. All too easy, and that's going to do it here in game one. G2 reigns supreme. Unless the minions, no, they'll be there in time.
And the three-man squad of Perks, Mickey, and Caps once again showcasing great patience, great positioning to come out on top. A convincing game one from G2 Esports.
And the question we had is who was going to return to form, and G2 have certainly returned to form. This is final boss G2 in game one of the series.
Have to see if Mad Lions will be prepared in the games to follow. For now, G2 and Caps going legendary across this game. A dominant performance in game one.
Now back to your question, Dracos. Before all of the chaos took hold, do Mad roam there as well? That's what I think the game plan is between this Aurelia and this Sejuani, and Humanoid needs to know that there's going to be a huge target on his back.
Also, I've got a big question.
Welcome to my favorite draft of 2020. I am so ready because there are so many things that I have not prepared for because they did not exist.
Unlocked, and then because we're in a dragon meta, the one thing that she's kind of missing is usually ganks, although Shadow is going to take a look at Caps.
Ooh, going in for it. Caps still only level 1, not a lot of options here. Shadow going to dive over though.
Oh no!
Oh no! 1 for 1, no!
Oh, that's not great for Shadow. That's really not great.
There. She's still going to be very fast, but you can see the idea that Shadow had. As
he's mid again.
We said that Mickey would come mid. Oh no!
Wow, absolutely flawless read there. The Ignite not taken down. Humanoid now going to be in trouble. That's going to be one more kill back. Shadow going to try to throw down a bit more damage. A lot of sustained damage coming out from the Lilith. Very fast, but just going to get locked up, stunned, and knocked out. The Shenton coming in. Caps will go down in the meantime, but Jankos another stun follow-up. Absolute, what is happening here? My God, I've seen less kills than an ARAM at this point. That's a double for the support Shen. It's certainly looking very strong. Gonna dive him?
Oh, he had Aftershock, so I thought he would actually go for that, but wow. Okay, so...
Oh no!
Oh, Mortal Kombat, Mickey!
Oh, guys,
Mickey!
what was that, though?
Lord of the double buffs,
Oh,
Mickey X.
And now Mickey has double buff.
And now Mickey has double buff. It's 2-0-2.
Well, they're just gonna keep running into
Wait,
mid
Cap's
lane.
just gonna all in him.
Well, go again. There's level 4 here, but 3 members of Mad Lions in the area. Humanoid, once he gets his cooldowns back up, should make this pretty easy. The stun connects, but now Mickey's here too. Again, one more time. 3v3 mid lane.
What is this ARAM?
I don't...
It's Nexus Blitz. It's Nexus Blitz.
It is Nexus
It's
Blitz.
battle for the double buffs. We have to keep them going as long as possible.
Wow, I think... you know what? I don't really think anything right now. I think that... Even though he has a CS advantage, but Carzzy doesn't realize
They're
that
diving
the Goon
Carzzy.
squad is coming.
Carzzy, 1 stack, 2 stack, 3 stack, and 4. That's going to be 1 dead. Ezreal, nothing for Carzzy to do there. And G2 just continuing to come out on top in these exchanges. Last time was a 2K gold lead at 5 minutes, and now it's well, 1.5 at 6. So continuing to be very dominant. But the flash out from Wonder. Now the level 6 coming in from Arome. Perfectly timed because here comes the Galio. Solid combo. But the response coming in sadly will not connect. Perfect Justice Punch coming out from Humanoid to make sure that one works.
I love the Lilia ball just because that's the fadeaway. Okay, finally Mad Lions get something on the board. Nice vision spots out that G2A had just massacred their AD carry up.
Focus on these early neutral objectives, and the fact that they've been able to get this early lead, probably not part of their game plan. I think that sure, they probably wanted to make a couple of ganks mid happen, but the way things have been playing out, I think definitely are just only favorable for how G2 is feeling with them. Now, because he's going up against the double AP threat of the Galio and the Lilia, that's, I think, to be expected. The Galio now making his way up towards top once again.
Rinse and repeat. Wonder will get locked up. The root will not connect with the Sentinel. Now coming in, Wonder will still get dropped.
Here comes Caps.
He goes on the way as well. Maybe they can get something else done here. The flawless duet. find one quite yet. Will lock up Humanoid, force the flash out. Ulti connecting. Max rank.
Against Camille in this case.
And I like these plays that we're seeing from Mad right now, but G2 want to try and answer back. They're looking for the dive.
Potential for Chain CC here. Locked up 1, locked up 2. Now trying to keep it going. Ulti can come in from Shadow, though, and locking in goes another tower. He will be forced to flash from Stage Shadow. Watch out. Eat cleaning him up as well. Sweeping him. And now continue to run him down. Not going to connect, though. Ulti now coming in from Nikki. Should make an easy fall up here. Lilia so squishy, even if she can dish out so much damage.
I thought that was going to be pretty bad for G2 there. Ooh, flash in bot lane.
Con flash, easy pickup. Wonder now trying to survive as much as he can. Shield coming in. Is it going to be enough, though? Sidestepping there on the Q. Carzzy can continue to step forward, but he has to be careful. The Blooming Burst. Tangle Barbs as well. Potentially could make his life more difficult, but that's going to be it. Wonder will get... No.
A fake.
Should be dead here now. Trying to find a kill back onto Carzzy, but is not going to get the opportunity quite yet. Carzzy sidestep, taunt through. Kaiser should just finish that one off, but tries to give it to Carzzy, so maybe risks a little bit.
But they also have kills on a Rome, and that's the most important thing. This training force is going to be completed soon for the Camille.
Kaiser will get stunned over the wall. Follow-up. Not going to be there. But I think it's a good thing to point out, Bedius, is that while Lilia can do a lot of damage, and she is certainly very mobile, she doesn't actually have a dash. So against a Sejuani and a Nautilus, it's actually going to be very, very difficult for Shadow to do a lot in these fights, unless he's got a very strong front line ahead of him. But for now, Kaiser is going to be in trouble. Good dash out will nullify the ultimate coming out from Cass, but does set up G2 with priority access to the Drake. Kaiser and Carzzy really no room to step up here because their team is not in the area, and that will be the second Drake for G2.
We keep running into situations cross-map and making trades and not just finding themselves in situations where they're watching G2 take dragons away from them.
Well, it looks like Mad is trying to be proactive now. They've taunted up Caps.
The ulti now coming out, they can sleep the Aurelia. Taking their time, Drowsy, but now not caught under the turret. They are going to finish him off. Quick shutdown, 800 gold into the pocket of Carzzy. That is massive.
Definitely a big pick there for Mad Lions. I like to. You can see Shadow came in through the lane.
Camille has ult.
They also threw down the ulti to guarantee that sleep. And then Mad is going to secure themselves their first tower of the game. So they're going to close that gold gap. Things are going to even up. The fact that Carzzy got that shut down is going to mitigate a lot of that deficit that he was put into.
And actually as favorable as it could be.
So the thing that we have to keep our eyes on, Mickey.
That taunt right there, because now Mickey's going to be in trouble. Perk's now trying to move in, has a little bit more shielding there, but Mickey is going to get taken down. Another shutdown for Carzzy.
Another really good pick coming out from Mad, and this is going to give them priority over the Rift Herald and the top lane tower as well. I love that Mad is continuing to be proactive. We asked, were they going to go for more of an early game approach? And while they don't have the same sort of early game power that G2 had last game, they have a lot of early game agency, and they're finding repeated picks. They've been able to take an advantage now in the kills. Oh, but Humanoid may have overextended.
Potentially. Khan will still connect. Cleanse now coming out. Good damage on the backside from the Ezreal, but now flashing over the wall. Wonder in the midst of everything. Only going to find one, though, on the ulti. Caps debating. Flash over the wall. Very aggressive here. Kaiser taking his time, though, dancing around the stun. Kaiser set to get locked up here. Ulti now coming in. That's going to be stun. They are going to be able to finish him off. Caps on the backside, but they're very low. Orome now coming in. Has to be careful. Can't get bursted down, but can start to turn it around. Hex Tech ultimatum. Shadow going to take down Perks. Orome looking for the hookshot wall dive, potentially the follow-up, but both sides will back away 1-for-1 at the end of the exchange.
Yeah, what started out as Humanoid maybe going too deep and out of position. Suddenly Mad Lions turn on its head, and Humanoid using the ultimate to escape. It now gives Mad Lions priority control over mid lane. The Herald goes down, and that's actually a huge swing in their favor. Very well played and kind of the...
Have a big fight coming up. Notice that Shadow level 11, Orome level 11, flash in.
Forward. Hook and the ulti going to miss, though. That's big for the fight to come. G2 may have missed the mark there. May not have the opportunity to fight anymore, and it looks like they will just back off. They thought if they found that pick, they could get more, but they will not find it, so Mad will get the third Drake for themselves.
And see, that's the thing. G2 had the option where, okay, we don't necessarily have the items. We probably, so either he's going to get dove, or Mad Lions are going to use the numbers advantage that they have elsewhere on the map to continue to eat up this map and pressure G2, like with the dive on Caps.
Saint CC is going to be clutch here. How long can they keep Caps locked down? More than long enough to kill him is the answer. Mad Lions with a very clean dive on the top side. G2 in no position to respond. Will give up the top side tower.
He's actually sitting on base, possibly looking for a TP flank, but decides to just go behind his team. So G2 grouping up and just running front to back into this pit.
Right now, Mad are a little bit split. They're going to try to catch out Humanoid off on the side. Ultimate used. Follow-up CC will not be there. Humanoid with the Nimbus Cloak and the Flash will make it out to safety. Now Dragon, the center of attention, but they've already burned Mickey's ultimate for Humanoid's Flash. Wonder in the meantime, stepping behind Dragon, trying to get double value out of the root there. Tangle bars. Carsey, perfect input buffer, and now a Romaine in the middle of the entire team, combining with the Galio. Wombo, combo, all too easy, but G2 aren't dropping fast enough. Wonder on the backside trying to get something done. Perks as well. In the meantime, Matt continuing to pull ahead. Aldi coming out. He's going to connect it on to 3. Wonder turning the fight right back in the favor of G2. And just like that, shutdown's coming through. Kaiser's still alive, but the Dragon will be given up to G2 Esports.
Close fight, but it's G2 that comes out on top, and what a beautiful ultimate from Wonder. Such patient play.
Super important from Jankos here once he gets it finalized, because surviving the burst damage of Mad's kind of like 1-2 punch is super important.
Oh no, hits him once, and that's going to be a sleepy Aurelia. The follow-up is there, all too easy to take him down. Cap's getting lower and lower. The shield is too little too late. Now looks like Jankos is just next on the menu. Boar for dinner, not going to be a problem as Arome finishes that one off, and Mad now poised to just take the Baron.
Yeah, that was such a great play from Mad, and it was so simple. They just sat in a brush, waited for Caps to overextend. They get themselves that kill, and with the jungler to boot, there's very little that G2 can do to contest.
Yeah, and you can see that Perks is immediately walking towards the bot lane. They're going to go ahead and give this one away to Mad, even though it actually feels kind of like a slow Baron. There we go, Carsey's finally hitting it.
Good sustained damage, but no traditional AD carry until Carsey arrives to start finishing it off. So Baron going over to Mad Lions. Finally having a pretty substantial goal team
out ahead in these 5v5s.
Cap splitting in the side lane currently. Meanwhile, Rome matching, but of course has the Baron empowered creeps to back him up. Tier 2 will fail in favor of G2. Traded, of course, for Mad in 2 Tier 2s. So Mad continuing to come out on top, but Cap's trying to get something done. Will force Humanoid to back. Of course, does have the TP if he wants to return to mid lane. Cap's going to have to respect that one.
There may be some people asking, why isn't the Aurelia coming back? Remember that Aurelia offers basically no wave clear in this situation. The only time Aurelia would be valuable is if G2 is getting dived, and as long as the rest of G2 plays safe enough, it's actually...
But I'm with you, Vetty. You know, I want to see the Mad Lions that we were really building up to kind of be the next big EU team.
Hold that thought, though. These Perks is getting engaged on Rugal Golden to try to buy a bit of time, but a sleepy Jankos in the meantime. Perks now running for the hills, but can't get out of the Camille ultimate quite yet. Now backing up, waiting for his opportunity to fire the ultimate, but he might not get one. Wonder trying to create as much space as possible to Rome is going down. In the meantime, Caps is still alive, but there's too many members of Mad left standing. Caps wants to turn it. Dash, dash, auto, trying to finish it. Carsey goes down. Caps still alive on the backside. Can he find a miracle turnaround? The stun will not connect. Caps still running for the hill. Shadow has to be careful, though. Wonder on the way in. Caps is very strong, has so much MR. He cannot be stopped in this exchange. Triple kill coming in for Wonder, and Caps carries the fight.
Was that the Cheyenne rookie, or is that Wonder and Caps?
It would be soul point for G2, as well as the Baron. That's also going to be a pressure point there. So maybe Mad Lions try to say, okay, you can have Mount
Jankos.
Big hook, though, going to connect on the Kaiser. Follow-up CC is there. Spirit's Refuge buys a little bit of time. A Humanoid off to the side. Keep your eyes on the hook shot coming in. They're not even going to give him the opportunity to kick off, though. That's a lot of good damage. But in the meantime, Perks uncontested on the backside means he gets to throw the ult across the entire team. Still, G2 are getting chunked down. Caps is getting chunked down. He's going to get knocked out, but here comes Wonder one more time. But no, this time the Zonyas is there. Shadow and Carsey untouched for now. Humanoid buying a bit more space. Carsey wants to finish this one off, but he leaps forward right into the snare. In the meantime, though, watch out, eat from Shadow. But Wonder going to go on a rampage as he takes him down.
For the longest time, Perks was actually untouched in that fight, and it was kind of a story about AD carries.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that Perks had the range. He had the through damage on the Senna, as well as also providing all of that healing.
Whew. What a close fight, though. G2 just barely coming out ahead. I thought Kazi was going to carry that one. Oh, but the TP re-engages once again.
TP being matched, though, for now. Who's going to come in? Humanoid right in the midst of the team. There's no backup. Humanoid, no. He wanted to stop this. He wanted to contest it, but there's no option.
No.
They were already guaranteed the Mountain Soul, and Humanoid throws his life away as well.
Oof. That is a crucial death. Of course, as you rightly said, Dracos, the question is, why did he use the TP? His jungler is dead. G2 is already in a position to secure that dragon. Maybe he wanted to try and steal it away, but...
You know, like you're saying, it's hard to blow them up and to burst them. It's actually just super hard to beat G2. In an extended, long fight, I think they just win that every single time, especially because of the itemization that you see from both being in, as well as Jankos hiding on the Raptor camp.
Meanwhile, in top lane...
Mad trying to set the bait, though. They want Caps to step forward so they can try to find the follow-up, but they don't have the wave.
Who's baiting who, Dracos?
That's a damn good question. In the meantime, towers are dropping left and right for G2 Esports as they push into the bottom lane. There are 2 members here on the top side. If Caps continues to push forward and stops the recalls, there's not going to be a lot of recourse here for the Mad Lions. Now stepping forward, though, they are going to break at least 1 tower, break an inhibitor. This is going to be huge, especially with Baron coming up. Well, with Baron on the team, breaking bot side inhibitor means they can go straight to top side. 3 minutes to the Elder as well. Rome now hooked up. Call-up CC will not connect, though. G2 debating if they want this fight. Without Caps in the area, it is difficult. little bit more damage. That's going to be a sleepy Perks now. The ultimate now used. Ezreal coming off the top, though. Breaking the sleep a little bit early, so there's no fall. But now it's Mickey in trouble. Perks over the wall. Can't offer a lot of healing. And Wonder with a massive ult to try to turn it back. But Arome for now untouched. Karzi untouched. Perks now trying to get in the middle of the team fight. Caps rather. Perks running for the hills. Mickey finds the hook onto Karzi. Our Perks still just healing up. Double kill coming over for G2. They're absolutely slaughtering the Mad Lions. It was such a close game, but Mad cannot find a fight in their favor. Rome just barely making it out.
Wow, another huge teamfight win, but Karzi staying alive. Oh, the damage from Perks is so huge, though. And G2 will just obliterate Mad in the fight.
Senna is way too powerful at this point. Credit to Mickey as well. I know you already shouted out Wonder's ultimate, but he also played that team fight very cleanly. And suddenly, in what looked like a Mad Lions game, G2 rip it back from them on red side.
Back and forth. Mad thought they had the advantage. Mad winning team fights, Mad finding kills left and right, but it is not enough for the Mad Lions to win a game versus G2. They stood their ground. They turned the game right back in their favor. And Mad Lions now pushed to match point.
Whew. Very exciting game, though. Both teams going to want to try and shut this Shen down by utilizing the Galio ultimate to make those roams happen and try and attack these sidelines.
And not just the level 1, but also in the mid lane, Caps has to be carried, because we saw how Wonder was picked off time and time again on the top side of the map. Welcome. Humanoid has changed skins. This is the serious humanoid skin. Usually people expect to carry. It's not humanoid at all. It appears to be mostly leaning towards Karzi and might shift away from Arome in a second if Jankos can find a successful gank here. He's used the hook shot. He's used the wall dive. He's committed now. He's probably going to have to flash here. Flashes to take him under tower, however. Jankos going to get that one for free.
But they're going to be happy with that. Get rid of it. Kevin, get rid of this now. We don't want this anymore.
Take it down, Kevin. The boats were only growing. Now Humanoid, though, going in. He might need some boats of his own, because 1, 2, 3. Caps burning slowly but surely. The tick, not enough. First blood, the turn back. The white flag and the Nico emo. You can't do that to him.
That is twice Shadow has missed crucial abilities in trying to dive Caps.
Pain.
TP now coming
so much
in.
Pain.
Jankos maybe now in trouble. Humanoid wants to get this one down. They're going to have some follow-up CC. Jankos will get traded back.
Hit that one.
All right, nice. Okay, Humanoid needed that. That was, he really needed that one. You know, like you've had a bad day at the office and you find ice cream in the fridge and you're like, oh yeah, this is it.
Are you
needed
12?
that kill back. Hey, ice cream makes me feel good. Oh, this is a good trade for Wonder right now.
All right, Arome is going to walk his way out as a pull update.
Was he stuck in the minions?
He might have been. League of Legends is a great game like
Ah, yes, the game working as intended.
Yes.
Champion, and like the fact that he got that first blood is only going to make this lane matchup so much harder for Humanoid.
Checking into game state, however, you can see that the Drake has been started by Mad Lions. They're using the priority that they got into the mid lane, as well as that bot lane in particular there. Meanwhile, Jankos has decided to full piggyback behind Wonder, who had a freeze on his side of the lane. Now the wave has slowly grown and is
Blind. But fortunately for Arome, nothing is going to come of that. Humanoid.
Taunt coming out will connect to the Caps fall because there you can make Caps sleepy now, but the Shen ultimate is now coming in. They want to turn this one back. Shadow taking a lot of damage in response. Caps burning his ult though just to keep himself alive in that exchange. And we'll have
also not going to lose a huge amount because of where the wave state is. And now Wonder's going to help Caps push in mid as his wave is being pushed in his favor back towards top side. So this early game, I think going pretty good for G2. It's Perks.
Polymorph has to flash out to safety. Jankos is here in the nick of time. One more time, and this time he hits Kaiser. Flashing in, going to find the slow. Will they get anything else? Mickey now mounted to the blind bunk. He's his eyes. See for him, Mickey. Kaiser will get taken. Ooh. No! You can't kill him! This is why the chat voted for him. Kaiser's still alive, and now the rest of the team has to run. There's no ultimate available for Shadow, but he's prancing in. He wants to finish this one. A little bit more damage. Ticking, 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 but just enough health for Perks to make it out.
Beautiful play there from the Mad Lions bot lane. We'll see as the game progresses. It's a long time, chat. You haven't earned my trust just yet. Shadow right now looking for a dive. Humanoid has the ultimate. Arome no TP, but they don't really need it because at the very least, Kazi's getting more plays.
And it's just constantly Mad Lions cheating down River with Humanoid and Shadow and allowing Karzi and Kaiser to take advantage of that pressure and the
No flash on Kazi, but Kaiser just hit level 6.
He does have arrow.
Coming in. Now the ultimate coming out as well. Ezreal ult, of course, going to mitigate through the stun. Now knockup coming in 2. Shadow warming over the wall. He's going to find 3, and he's immediately going to go for the sleep here. The follow-up. That's a drowsy Perks. Perks now immediately cleansing, trying to make it on safety, but there's no time. Shen now coming in. Watch out. Eve will connect, but not enough damage quite. Perks is going to get ticked down in the end. Kaiser actually going to snipe the kill. Shadow now running forward. They don't have recourse here. All the team now coming down. Humanoid just going to use his ult to escape from Caps in the meantime, and Mad Lions are dominating again here in this early game.
I'm going to say it. Twitch chat was right. Kaiser played that so...
But the damage from this champion can just keep the chase going down. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Caps and Humanoid are going at it. Caps is trying to stop Humanoid from...
I think Humanoid was stopping Caps.
And then the stun comes through, but with the stun gone, then Humanoid has nothing that he has to be afraid of, so he can then ult towards his teammate squad. They're going to get themselves more kills, they're going to get more plates. And if we can quickly swap over to the gold, we should see that Kazi right now sitting in a 1k gold advantage, 1k gold advantage in the jungle as well. And Mad Lions looking much more convincing in this early game, in game 3.
And obviously Shadow is incredibly strong right now, but Karzi and Kaiser are...
And they're just going to move her around. Throwing arrows from Fog of War as well.
Wow.
Mad Lions are in the power position, the driver's seat. They should have control wherever they want this little Ashe to be.
They even TP'd Ashe bot to get her even more plates. Yanko's going for another play.
Oh, the flash.
Clean flash out, but the kick back into the wall. Now they're still going to be able to find the snare. Orome's here, but there's no Lulu to protect the Ashe this time around. However, Humanoid now moving in. Yankos will get taken out. Humanoid has to run for the hills. Kaiser now there for the backup. The stun will not connect. Seed coming down to the bottom lane, but will not hit either.
So the flash was good.
Team.
Oh no, here we go.
He wins this 1v1, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, he's missed one ability.
He has to hit a few abilities here. Well, one, where's the watch out? Eve gonna go. He's gonna wait until he's sleepy. Dunks him down. That's fat damage. Sweep him up. Just like a speedy horse, Darius. Run him through your area like the LeBlanc. Syndra, very easy to understand what you can do. Of course, there's a high skill ceiling on the champ, but not nearly the amount of mobility to outplay, to outmaneuver the opposing team. So if he ever gets caught, there's no fancy footwork this time around. He will just go down.
Mad Lions.
Cautious off because of how well the champion will scale into the rest of the game.
Very difficult to deal with. Of course, one thing I want to put attention to again is Karzi. Ashe is a champion that we know internationally has been so good, but here in Europe, it sucks. Like Zoe in past weeks, EU Ashe has only found 1 win. We'll hold that thought, though. The engage now coming in. Yanko's trying to find a pick onto Orome. Lots of damage going down, and G2 will find a kill back into the game.
However, on the Shin. Now back to your...
just pretty abysmal performances, but every time I want to talk about it, it gets interrupted. We're going to hold that thought. Karzi, not quite enough burst damage to get him down. Caps trying to finish the job, and will be able to do so, but a sleepy Caps will get dropped. And there it is. Never mind. You know what? We'll talk about EU Ashe later. My point was, if Mad Lions can play for Mad Lions, 2 dragons as well, and we're working towards Ocean Soul. Mountain Soul was important last game, but Ocean Soul is game-defining if Mad can secure it themselves.
Now, if we've slowly been watching Mad Lions kind of ramp up more and more control as the series has progressed, surely this game they have the most control as that Ashe arrow connects.
Follow-up, though. Difficult without the Camille there to instantly jump on that one, especially because the wall is there to block Humanoid from pursuing. Yanko's going to get sped up. Mad's still hunting as they lay vision down on the top side. The Herald now use mid. Of course, no plates. It's not nearly as important as the first Herald.
But opening up that mid tower, especially when the Ocean Drake is about to spawn in 1 minute, is kind of the big prize for Mad. And the thing about G2's composition is they're not going to be very powerful when this Drake fight is going to come about. It's really only Syndra that is powerful.
They're holding on to mid lane tower for now. They're still trying to force the engage here. So much damage traded back onto Perks, however. Oh my god, Lily is so strong. Level 12 now for Shadow. Wonder now TPing in. Yankos has him on the back. Shen in the midst of the entire team, but Humanoid stunned up so many. Lulu ult coming out as well just to stop the fight from going in. Wonder, rather Yankos burning his flash for that as well.
Yeah, trying to burn his flash to position Wonder better, but again, Drake fight is in 40 seconds. You now are missing massive key ultimates. This is Mad Lions being set up ahead of time for the Drake Soul, and meanwhile, Orome got all of that free experience, all of the free tower. I think that was
You still have Gallia with his ultimate as well to get things started, so Yankos checking. Just a little bit greedy. Shadow's ult not quite up yet, but still the Camille will be more than enough to lock down the Lee Sin and take him out. A bit cheeky to check it at all, but Mad Lion's going to punish.
I think greed is the right word there. Dracos, Yankos not having the best game as he has been repeatedly punished for pretty much every play that he has tried to make. And right there once again. Now with Baron up, Mad could just go straight for it if they wanted to. With the enemy jungler dead, there's a real possibility they can force this, but it looks like they're not going to take that gamble.
They're against Syndra, let's be honest. EU teams approaching Baron.
That's a great point. Great point for us.
I just don't think that they need it right now to even close out the game, especially as they're now setting up a dive on Wonder.
Dasher back, trying to buy a bit of time with the Spirit's Refuge. The taunt is there, and now the ult will be from the Lilia as well. So easy kill pickup. Ezreal now coming in. Doesn't look like it's going to snipe anybody here.
With the champion, I think that's one of the biggest things we don't see from many EU Ashe players is Wonder going for the 1v1. He's definitely winning this skirmish against Humanoid, but look at Ashe on the way down.
TP coming in as well. Wanting to shut down the Shen, moving to the global. Wonder is going to be taunted up. Arome here as well. Wonder going to try to dash back and try to bring it in. Spirit's Refuge, not enough, and Carzzy will find the kill. Once again, Ezreal ult coming in too, showing us, reminding us they're the team that took G2 to 5 games, but they're the team that beat G2. It's just Mad Lions and FPX who've been able to do that. Now, they're trying to do it one more time. Perk's going to be in trouble here. Not nearly enough help to survive. Trying to stun, trying to run, trying to get out of this exchange, and he will just barely survive. Turning back. Ooh.
Wow, so close there. Oh, and the TP now coming through from G2.
So many low health bars too. Maybe moving in here pretty quick. Going over the wall, trying to chase. Wonder can try to find this one. Lee Sin coming in as well.
Ezreal ultimate.
Oh, Rome, good stuff hit. Mad Lions trying to figure out exactly how best to play this fight. Shadow level 15, incredibly strong. Almost 3 points in the ultimate, and now Humanoid off to the flank. They knew the blast code was there. Do they know Humanoid is coming? Perk's now caught out. Perk's in trouble. The chain CC is flawless. Carzzy flashing in fearlessly, running down G2. They don't have enough damage to heal. He's healing off the dragon in the meantime. Oh my god, Carzzy absolutely dominating that fight. Beautiful from Mad Lions.
So well executed. That's going to be the Ocean Soul from Mad Lions. That's surely going to be the Baron. And now full control. G2 may have siege exceptionally well. They're very powerful in these individual lanes. Shadow is an absolute monster.
So fast.
Kill them all!
He's so fast.
Oh, he's going to land on him.
Burn combined with the Leandries is just disgusting. And then meanwhile, Mad Lions are just pushing in. Everyone now going to use their ultimates together. Kicked out though. Perks can now run to safety. Shadow not going to push in quite yet. Lee Sin will drop, and the rest of G2 will survive for now.
Beautifully played by Mad Lions. Shadow, the split pusher, level 16. He's had a fantastic game. Really impressed with this Lilia performance. Really showcasing what the champion can do. And what happens when Jankos does fall behind? It's dangerous picking Lee Sin into Shadow. He is the best Lee Sin in our region after all. And now Mad Lions have their eyes set on the Nexus. They want to get themselves a game on the boards. They want to match G2 in this best of 5. And they're looking poised. They're looking ready to do it. One lane left, one inhibitor left. G2 at death's door.
Mad Lions set up to bring us to game 4, not taking any risks this time around, not pushing too far, want to take it slow and steady. All 3 inhibitors.
You say that, but as soon as that tower goes down, I think Arome is just going to pull the trigger.
They could. Perk's not going to find the ultimate there. They're starting to step forward just a little bit here, but have to be careful. Shadow level 16 now with the ultimate. That's a 3-second sleep and a significant amount of bonus damage when you wake someone up from it as well. Humanoid now going in, trying to fish forward. The taunt going to be massive, but he has been pushed back. Now all on his lonesome, Arome jumps forward. They're trying to disengage. G2 trying to hold on, but Shadow finds so many people with that ultimate. That's going to be 4. Should be an easy follow-up now. Shadow, of course, obviously very squishy, but still holding on to life for now, and that's going to do it. Mad Lions turning the series back. Not going to falter after a rough game 2. They will bring it home here in game 3. They will take us into game 4. They will make it a series as they find their first win versus G2.
Really need to outplay here with Humanoid then grabbing the Twisted Fate. You can already see kind of the global pressure that Mad Lions composition can throw out. Ashe, Twisted Fate, Shen, the mobility of Hecarim. It's a very disgusting composition. Frankly, I feel like just looking at draft, we might be looking.
Mad Lions grouping up, looking for a strong level 1 to get them started here in game 4. One more win takes them to match point and silver scrapes. Remember, a world's spot on the line. Loser will drop down.
Well, in this early game, what we've seen is that the blue buff was stolen away. Oh, we have a bit of a playing bot.
That thought, the hook now going down, Unbreakable blocking a decent amount of damage, looking for the forced stack here, but Perks' autos are incredibly slow, forcing double sums out from Mickey in the meantime. In exchange for Kaiser is going to make them very vulnerable to any follow-up
So
ganks.
I'll come back to the jungle matchup in a second and highlight, again, this Thresh jungle camps, and now Jankos looking to go on the attack.
Once again, Hook connecting, Unbreakable blocking most of the follow-up, though.
That's
Kaiser locked up 2, 3, 4. As his ash comes in, Kaiser's going to be in trouble. The Ignite already gone, and that's going to be first blood going over to G2. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, it's a trade back and forth. Humanoid blows his flash, but will hold on to his life.
And like every other game that Vedius just pointed out, is so important.
X-Flash, Facebreaker will pull back, will connect. Humanoid potentially going to be in trouble here. Haymaker will land. Yanko's taking a lot of damage back, but Humanoid holding his ground for now.
Yep, really good positioning there from Humanoid. He was in front of minions, so he couldn't get bubbled, and now Shadow looking for a gang top.
Rome could go for the taunt flash here. Shadow, though, denied on the devastating charge there by the stealth from Wanderer. Clever use.
And now we have a moment where Matt are just going to crash this wave. Yanko's making sure that Wonder's probably not going to get dove. Using Blast Cone, though, he's going for the gank.
Double snare, that's so much CC. Now they're going to be in trouble. That is the power of this champion. The pullback. Arome now trying to run to safety. Facebreaker, where's it going to go? Yanko's waiting, trying to find 2 kills, but it will just have to settle for 1 as Arome gets knocked down.
On the very tip of it for Matt.
And so what G2 is going to be doing is, number 1, they're going to keep top pushed as much as possible. We don't have time. The play's already happening.
Lands, Perks now walking away. Of course, when he's in the stealth, it is hard for Shadow to actually follow up. Oh my god, that's actually such a solid interaction. Curse of the Black Mist denying the Hecarim devastating blow unless he gets into absolute closest range possible.
So I know that Senna has a lot going for her, but I'm just gonna Ome and Humanoid kind of out of these lanes and into playmaking opportunity.
Yep.
Now, the Zoe pick is obviously gonna be huge because she'll have push priority or at least be able to answer. I'll hold it.
Perks in trouble. Good flash there coming out, but now the Shen on the way down. Perks is gonna get taunted up and knocked down. Mickey on the retreat, but no, the heal. Not quite enough. Mickey will now retreat. Arrow now coming in. He's going to have to flash out to safety. Meanwhile, Nico pushing on the top side, but a solid play kicked off there for Mad Lions.
As we were just talking about, you need to get the Shin and the Twisted Fate out of the lane phase because they're never going to be able to contest the priority. Mad Lions found their window. In response, though, G2 picked up the Herald, funnel all of this gold into Wonder. This is no longer the 0-4 Nico that we saw in the previous game. This is Wonder who's going to be on clock, if not ahead of clock with this Herald behind him.
And this is why the pushing lanes was so important. You can see even in the mid lane, look at Caps continuing to push, they found Shadow.
Oh, sleepy.
Whoa, anti-synergy.
Oh, Yankos, my dude, you gotta wait for Caps to land the Q there. Otherwise, no damage is going to come through. So Shadow forced to use his ultimate, and Wonder he's going to get himself another tower. But again, this is why
that is one massive Nico, and also closer. The faster she gets to level 11, the more devastating that ultimate is going to be. G2 also going to grab a Mountain Drake in the meantime. Mad Lion, they were fighting blow for blow in Game 2 and Game 3, but this time around, G2 are absolutely.
Wonder now uses his time, and what we've seen is that Wonder's now roaming into the bot to help take down this tower and secure more plates for his team. And because it forces Matt into a numbers disadvantage.
Oh no, that is one big Nico meet. Oh, cool, the highway now coming out there for Mickey X. Yanko's now pursuing in, and Carzzy will get taken down.
Arome didn't have his ultimate there. He had to TP in, and now he's stuck in a very awkward spot.
Oh, he's marked up 3-4, suplex down, knocked. He's going to be one sleepy Shen. He's going to be one dead Shen in a second. Surgical play on the Surgeon Shen from G2.
Mad Lions are not having a good time with their teleports this series. It has been a very rough day. Obviously, Arome immediately
got punished for trying to freeze that wave there. So really well played by G2. Now they're looking to play on a Perks.
Perks caught out the chain CC flawless from Mad Lions, looking to burn him down as quickly as possible. Mickey there, not quite fast enough. The Unbreakable will not body block the final shot there, and he will get taken out.
Really
Still
good pick.
Constantly abusing G2's greed. That's
available. Chilling Smite on the way. No mana for Carzzy. That's going to be a big deal, but Kaiser can just play him back and use the box as well. The suplex back down, though. They're going to try to buy a bit more space, but he cannot connect now. The rest of the team now coming in. Yanko's, though, he's already used the grid. He's going to be very squishy, but they cannot quite kill him because an Unbreakable comes in at the perfect time. He's going to hit 3 members with the ultimate. No, Carzzy with the sidestep will survive, but here comes Caps. Big damage as he flashes in. 3 stacks, 4 onto Humanoid. He will get stunned, but he will go back under the tower. Perks trying to heal up Mickey, trying to keep his support alive. Big shield across the entire team. Carzzy stepping forward once again will sidestep the snare. That's going to be massive. An absolute brawl on the bottom side, but not too many deaths in the end.
Such a great play by Mickey and Perks in particular to turn that play completely around there.
And I'm kind of just reeling that more people didn't die. That was... Oh, here we go. It's not done. We thought the play was over, but now it's just Mad Lion's turns. Mickey X and Perks absolutely caught out here.
Die for your support, Perks.
No real chance to retreat on this one. Perks just next on the list. Just point and click him down. Gold card and wild cards to finish the job.
Okay. I don't think Perks had to run into the bush. I think he could have just died.
You died together.
Mickey could have just gone away. But because they overstayed, because they greeded to try and secure the tower, Mad are able to punish G2. and now they're the ones that are in position to challenge Drake, but Shadow's low. The TP coming through.
Oh god,
G2
it never
still wanna
stops.
fight this.
Wonder chasing. X-Flash used. Humanoid has to choose who he's going to stun up. Wonder will get locked up, and now Humanoid just getting run down. Protobelt as well for Caps. Can just pop forward at a moment's notice. Going to come through. Nice sidestep from Humanoid, but not quite enough to finish the job. In the meantime, let's guard.
I mean, to be fair to Perks, Humanoid was like so deep behind them, they were going to find me. You know what I mean? I don't think Mickey was getting out of that one.
A man can dream. Roscoe.
Well, depending on his positioning, or he's just very awkward.
We have a scale. You're either a nemesis or a messiah.
I mean, yeah, there's good damage. Caps is here, though. The Lantern is likely just going to keep Kazi alive. But yeah, basically what I think is really interesting.
So easy if you were running in as Hecarim for Jankos to just ult you right back out, and if the Shen is ulting in at the same time, you can shut down all of the reliable actives to go for. So Karzi and Kaiser, as strong as they are, have to be careful about where they position. Could be very easy to catch them out. Kaiser consistently staying very far back from Karzi to make sure he can use that Lantern to take him to safety. That said, Cap now potentially caught out. They're trying to get the fight kicked off. Mickey looking for that disengage. Shadow caught in the midst of the entire team, but Humanoid on the backside trying to dunk down. Cap still alive. The heal coming in from Perks, but not nearly enough. G2 now has to run for the hills. Shadow still going. Wonder coming in. 3 stacks. Not quite going to find the 4th. They tick away. Jankos will go down. Wonder wants to find something. He's going to have to use the ult shortly just to save alive. A nice flash taunt comes in. Wonder going to be in trouble when Mad Lions grab a kill, and just like that, only 1K difference in goals.
So well played there from Mad Lions as Caps is trying. Ooh. Okay, that was a little bit too close for comfort. Caps on Zoe. Need to remember that one. Karzi, though, playing like a madman. That is the aggressive Ashe that I like to see.
Mad are going to come out ahead in this fight as well. A much-needed team fight win as they look to secure themselves the 3rd Drake of the game. Beautiful stuff, and a lot of it just comes off the back of punishing Cap's position there. He was the one that got called out first. He was the one that had to use his flash. Very looking to secure themselves a spot at Worlds and move on to face the winner of Rove versus Fnatic, which will be happening tomorrow. Right now, with the Rift Herald, they're using it to push bot, and they're threatening the base of Mad Lions.
So I think it's about kind of reorganizing yourself for G2, not necessarily trying to force the 5v5 of the fights, but making the most out of the siege potential, which is why anytime that they have the Herald with a Zoe is always going to be quite devastating.
Goes in. He's trying to buy space. That's so many towers taken down. Humanoid in the meantime is split pushing in the side lane.
Team, it's more about playing around Fog of War or pockets of darkness where you can find those big picks.
Mickey gonna get hooked here. Immediate cleanse coming out though, courtesy of the Summoner's Spellbook. That damage down onto Karzi. That's gonna be a big start. Shadow now immediately gonna take that as his cue to get things kicked off. Karzi's still alive on the backside, but he's so incredibly low. Wonder gonna find 2 immediately. Humanoid's here,
4v5.
but it's too little too late. Humanoid showing up, but just like that, he's gonna get slept. Oh no, this cannot be how it ends. G2 absolutely obliterating Mad. One small mistake and G2 pounce on it, looking to turn it back. Karzi finally here on the backside, but he's the last man standing. 5 members of G2 strong as they push to the base, and they might just end the game just like that, neck and neck, but G2 are poised to end.
In the blink of an eye, G2 go from being even to staring Karzi down in the eye and being the lone man to hold the G2 onslaught as they look to end the game.
Pushing in, breaking down the base. There are no new rivalries today, no new challengers. G2 remain unstoppable, undeniable, and they will find themselves a spot at Worlds 2020 and the upper bracket match.
Wow. Bit anticlimactic, if I'm being honest. I wasn't expecting the game to